All right, guys, how's it going? There's a little saying around these parts, DKB, which stands for Dunk Knows Best. And it wasn't me that coined that phrase, actually. Many, many years ago, probably 20 years ago or more, my haters were giving me a very, very difficult time online, or trying to. And they were posting all these blog articles about me and absolutely trying to destroy me, really. They didn't succeed. If anything, it made me more determined to succeed. And they wrote this article once about me, just tearing me apart and posting a load of shit about me. And someone was in the comment section and said, "You're just jealous. Dunk knows best." That's where it came from. It's true. I also have a friend back home in England that goes by Eddie Knows Best, but Dunk Knows Best. And Adam Naylor, AKM LFC, his channel is Adam Knows More, as a little spin at the DKB. He came up on one of our live streams a while ago, and AKM was born. So there you go. Just a little bit of fun stuff for you to do with the internet and politics and silly football fans that have got more time than me, put it that way, to go around and harass people. Anyway, so Dunk Knows Best. Listen, I don't have a lot of time right now, but later today or first thing in the morning, I'm going to bring in some mega, well, I don't know about mega, but detailed content to you. One of those is going to be an analysis of an article which I believe was published by James Pearce at The Athletic, or as we call him around these parts, Bad News Pearce. And you're going to see some quotes from this article today. I've not read it yet, but I've got a summary of it. And one of the things, or one of the key words in this article, it's about Michael Edwards and it's about FSG scrapping plans to buy a second club, which I've been discussing quite a bit and pointing this out on my live streams recently. And if at any time I have discussed Michael Edwards on this channel for the last 6 months, if not more, I've always said to you, the word I'm hearing, the one word I'm hearing, all right, from to do with Edwards was that he was frustrated at the lack of progress in buying a second club from FSG. I've stated that probably every time I've mentioned him and pointed out the word frustrated, not annoyed, not pissed off, but frustrated. And that word is circulating today. A number of sources close to Michael Edwards have told The Athletic that the impasse regarding the multi-club plans has frustrated him. Just saying. It's an important word in the context because my understanding is that word's been flying around in emails and WhatsApp conversations, etc. And that is why I emphasise that word to you. So when I see it come out 6 months later or whatever, it's good. It's a result. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over this article with you later, all right? And we'll get Dave, my AI assistant that's been trained to analyse these articles, to do that with me, all right, or for me. But in the meantime, I want you to if you've read the article by James Pearce, to comment on this video, because I've got to go out to do some things. But while I'm out, I'll be able to read your comments and it'll give me an idea of what you want me to address and how you feel about this article. I assume the article is behind a paywall, with it being The Athletic. I pay for The Athletic, but there are ways to access paywalled, publications without a subscription, like The Athletic, The Times, the Mail. Not sure why I'd want to do that at the Mail, but certainly The Athletic and Times, I subscribe to them, I pay for them. But if you've got X, for example, you could get Grok to say, give me a summary of this article and post the link. Or you could say, show me the entire article. There are websites that will open it up. Ask in the comment section. I'm sure someone will help you. I can't. I'm just making you aware that there is that kind of, workaround, if you like. Personally, I think the Times and the Athletic is worth every penny, So, basically, the article is inside FSG's decision to shelve plans to buy another football club. And obviously, Michael Edwards came in. That was the main reason that he came in, that attracted him to the job was this ambitious plan he had buying a second club. And what have I been saying to you? Not just the frustrated bit, but where is it? Where is it? Where is his contract extension? Where's Richard Hughes' contract extension? Where's Arne Slot's contract extension? If the owners had absolute faith in those three individuals, they would all have been signed off a long time ago. We're not talking about a player holding out, and flirting with other clubs, right? So this is massive, guys. Massive, massive, massive that this article has been published, all right? And we're going to go through that together in another video on here and work out, who could be behind this article, who the source is behind this article. 2 years on, the project stalled is now effectively dormant, with the situation understood to have frustrated Edwards. Talks about those, involved that have been trying to find a club. 25 clubs analysed, Spain, Portugal, France. No proposal was approved by the FSG board. FSG considered a minority stake in Monaco, but uncertainty over UEFA multi-club ownership rules prevented progress. A major concern was the risk of two clubs under the same ownership being unable to compete in the same European competition. FSG were unwilling to pursue deals that would require them to reduce control or relinquish decisive influence. Like, why would you want to be a minor investor at a football club? That's just, unless you were maybe involved in, in some kind of business like tourism, because you don't have much say as a minority investor, right? But you can tap into the branding and the access and things like that. Or, if there's going to be a sale at some point down the line, Dynasty Equity. Is it Dynasty Equity, I think they're called? The model was seen as important after Brexit limited the ability to sign overseas players under 18. Although the groundwork is complete, there are no current plans to move forward with an acquisition, and this leaves uncertainty around Edwards' long-term future given the project was a key reason for his return. This is a very important article that I need you to read, all right? But if you can't access it, you don't have the time, come back here later. You are going to want to see the analysis of that. You know how good the breakdowns are that Dave does on here. This is massive, guys, all right? And I think it falls into line with everything I've been saying, everything that I've been suggesting. I'm no ITK, I'm not going to give you I knew what was going on, but just little bits here and there that you get told certain words and you see certain emails or screenshots of WhatsApp groups and conversations with that word displayed constantly appearing. And here we are, at least 6 months later, me saying to you, bingo, all right? So I think you're going to want to stay tuned to Cop Talk TV Array. Either later today or certainly over the weekend or something, right? Go and watch the morning briefing. I'll tell you what my plans are today and as to why I'm not around. I need you to read that article and I need you to tell me what your thoughts are after reading that article, right? Because your opinion is very important to me. I've got to shoot off now. I do have a couple of mail stand videos pending as well. Excuse me. 3 topics. 2 of them are in one email, so I'm not doing a separate video for it. Those are, of course, for channel members. If you're not a channel member, you won't be able to see them. So if you support the channel and join the channel, you will get to see them. However, I know some of you can't do that and would if you could. I do discuss these things on live streams, okay? You can come along to a live stream and I will skirt around these emails or tell you what, give you an indicator of what these are. Sometimes I read them word for word, all right? So I don't shut anyone out. I don't like shutting out people. It's something that we have to do because of what other YouTube channels do with that information. It's not that they take it and pass it as their own. They change bits and add bits to it, which can be damaging, I think, to the club. And also, we just need to have some things that are private sometimes and a quiet life. You got to, you get a lot of numpties online, guys. And I'm at the age now where I don't have that tolerance. And if I do a channel members vid, I know I'm going to have a peaceful life. No one's going to bother me. Everyone's brilliant, all right? It's part of the internet. It comes with the territory. That's all right. I'm not soft. I've done it for a long time, almost 30 years. But sometimes you just think, I ain't got time for that shit, right? So channel membership is really worth it. It helps me. But don't feel like, oh, that's great. I can't do that. Don't. Because the live streams, I do them on the live streams, right? I go over it. So it's there, okay? But I've got loads to do for you, all right? It's just a time today. Watch the morning briefing. It'll explain why I can't commit to something this afternoon yet. I advise you to click on my channel username, click on the bell at the top so it says all notifications. and then you'll be alerted, or should be alerted, when these come out, because I don't think you're going to want to miss what these videos are going to detail. All right, I'm going to leave it with you. All right, DKP, get in there. All right, guys, take care. I'll speak to you in a bit.